So these are 3 of the best AI tools that you can utilize to start your own YouTube channel. And what's better is they can be mixed into your workflow as you continue to grow. These aren't tools that you use in the beginning and discard. If you're smart, you'll use them daily. I mean, I do. I use all 3 of these AI tools constantly for my YouTube channel. Not this one, obviously, I just started, but I have another gaming channel that has about 74.3k subscribers, and I just incorporated these tools recently, so do better than me, use them right from the start. Now I want to preface that you can make an entire video with these 3 tools, but after a recent update on YouTube's policies that'll take place on the 15th of July, AI-generated content that's just AI without any human influence will be targeted for demonetization or not monetized at all. So use these tools to enhance your process, not replace it. And the first tool is one that you've probably heard of or even used already, and that's chatgpt. I use this tool every day to brainstorm ideas, script writing, or improving what I've already written. Now, I encourage you to not let AI do all the script work, because as advanced as it is, it will never replace your creativity and your voice. I mean, you can create fully AI-generated YouTube videos, but without human influence or personality, you're not gonna go far because it's already a saturated field, and honestly, the quality without us is still kinda bland. Instead, use ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas or at least get the script flow going. Like what I did for this video is ask ChatGPT to give me the best AI tools for starting a YouTube channel. I highlighted my favorites or ones that I was already familiar with and started the script. So let's do a live example. Okay, so let's say, for example, I want to start a YouTube channel on horror stories. So I need a name first. Give me a YouTube channel name for horror stories. So we'll do that real quick. And then it'll take a second to generate, but sure, here are some YouTube channel name ideas for horror stories. So then it'll give you some different like vibes or like atmospheric or creepy, catchy, mysterious. So you can choose from any of these. Let's do True Terror Files. I like this one a lot. So True Terror Files sounds great. Now let's generate 10 video titles for this channel, first video. So we'll do something along the lines of that. And again, it'll take a second to generate like everything, but here we go. True story focused, and you can also tell what type of content you're trying to make. So I want to just create like Reddit horror stories or true story focus or just like paranormal stuff. Let's say 5 horror stories that get worse the more you listen. That's pretty catchy. I like that a lot. So if you want to go for a theme, you can ask it that. But I like this one, optimize title for YouTube. Just as an example, like this, it already is kind of optimized for YouTube, but you don't know that, and that'll lead into our next tool. But here we go. Don't listen to these horror stories alone, seriously. Each of these 5 horror stories ends worse than it starts. That one's actually not too bad. For the sake of, time and trying to get like a good script here, each of these 5 horror stories ends worse than it starts. That's great. That is actually an excellent start. We found our channel name and we found our first video. And ChatGPT can do a lot more than just that. You can even just ask it like, hey, I want to create a YouTube channel on how to create YouTube videos. You can seriously do that. And it will spit out an answer that's beneficial to you from step 0. So now we have a tool that helps with starting a YouTube channel, giving us ideas, and even helping or fully writing out a script for us. Now what we need is something that helps us stand out. Like, what are the ideas booming in the YouTube pool? How can we discover keywords? And this is where the second tool comes into play, vidIQ. vidIQ is an AI tool I wish I discovered sooner. This is easily the best tool for YouTubers at the moment because it does so much for you that's so beneficial. I can't even cover all that this AI tool does, but I'll talk about the key factor here for this specific video. So ChatGPT helps us brainstorm, but vidIQ actually takes what keywords and trends are happening right now and helps us identify them. You can do this on YouTube's basic search bar, but it's not as easy to interpret, and vidIQ simply does a better job. So again, let's do a live example. Okay, so this is from my gaming channel. As you can see, this is my most recent video that I posted 3 days ago. 8,500 views for my size, not terrible. But let's go to keywords here. And so you have all these keywords, and again, this is for gaming specifically. And to clarify, vidIQ is a paid subscription. It's like $17, $19 a month. But I'm gonna give you an example and show you the workflow here. And this is what I recently started doing. let's go towards something that I would personally make, Resident Evil. It's a horror series. For those of you who don't know, it's a horror series that's very famous. And recently, the newest game was announced like a few weeks ago. So the search volume for it is very, very high. So you have Resident Evil 7 Story Explained. The search volume is like 6,000, which is not bad, especially if you're just starting a YouTube channel. You don't really care about these, you just care about what's popular right now. So let's go into related keywords. You're gonna find all the keywords that relate to Resident Evil. So it does have Resident Evil in like the search, but then there's just Resident. If we keep on going down here, there's like Easter egg, computer games. But if you want something very specific, matching terms is where you wanna go, because it's gonna always have Resident Evil in the keyword search. And so again, Resident Evil 9 is very hot right now, and the competition is medium, so it's not like crazy competitive, but definitely you can work on something better. So these have zero competition at the moment. So if you were to somehow make a video, I just saw the Resident Evil 2 sexy girl. If you really want to, you can. You'll get probably 3,700 views on that because there's no competition. There's Resident Evil 7 exploits, Resident Evil 7 Madhouse Jack chainsaw fight, and there's pretty relatively low competition here. So if you have Resident Evil 7 and you want to play through it right now, it's actually a pretty good time to do it because Resident Evil 7 is kind of trending. I mean, let's just look up Resident Evil 7. You can do that. And so let's go to related keywords. Biohazard, medium competition because that game came out like a few years ago, but it's trending right now. Look, if you just do a walkthrough of Resident Evil 7, 100,000 views in the search volume. So, and you can actually use this, you can actually click on it and it'll be your new keyword search. So then you can actually dive in deeper. So Resident Evil 7 ending, the full game, walkthrough part 1, or no commentary. So you can get very specific here. Resident Evil Platinum. Yeah, okay, this is actually an excellent one. So if you want to platinum the game, 11,000 search views and really not that much competition. So you can easily make a video on this. And see, that's what sets vidIQ apart. It's not just feeding you data, it's showing you patterns. Patterns you can capitalize on to grow faster. It even has an AI video title generator, daily video ideas, and channel audits that help you understand why a video didn't or did perform well. And that feedback loop is so important, especially when you're just starting out. You're not just uploading into the void anymore, you're uploading with a purpose. You can even create AI-generated thumbnails if you suck at art. Thankfully, I'm about to graduate in graphic design, so I'm alright in that category. So now we've covered the idea, script writing phase, and the research trending phase. But what about turning them into an actual video, like visuals, voiceover, the works? So this is the final and third tool, Pictory. Now, if you're not familiar with Pictory, let me put it this way. It's like having a personal editor that never sleeps. And again, unfortunately, like vidIQ, it does have a subscription. So between Pictory and vidIQ, if you were to use all three of these tools, you're gonna be doing about like $50 a month. So if you don't want to invest that much, I mean, there are a lot of free editing tools that you can use, but of course they're not AI tools, so they're not gonna be included in this video. But Pictory can do a lot. It can take your script and automatically generate a video using stock footage, images, AI voiceover, background music, all that good stuff. And it really is surprisingly good at matching visuals with the context of what you're saying. You can paste in your script, maybe tweak a few scenes, pick a voice, boom, video done. Of course, again, what's really holding you back is the pricing. But this is still huge if you're a solo creator or you don't really want to show your face. I mean, you can make a lot of faceless video channels. I mean, there are a lot of faceless channels, whether it's horror stories, top 10 lists, explainer content, this video. Pictory is kind of a cheat code. But even if you do show your face, you can still use it to create engaging B-roll content that elevates your production value. Now, I already generated a few videos and I don't really feel like doing it again. So let's do one of the recent projects I did. Top 5 AI tools every freelance and entrepreneur needs. Listen, I mispronounce things a lot. Just get used to it. So I wrote this, actually I didn't write this script at all. I was like, what can we do with AI generated videos? How much can I not be a part of the process? And so this entire script was written by chatgpt, And so again, it's the top 5 AI tools. And if we preview the video real quick, but it basically adds all this stock footage that honestly, it does add to the production value. But of course, you really do want to add in your own influence, your own creativity, your own voice, face, edits even, because when it comes to generating like a professional quality video or specific edits or a specific sound effect, AI cannot do that yet. And I say yet because I'm afraid that it'll get there eventually. I mean, but as you can see, this is a fully generated AI video. It just took scenes that relate to what I'm saying into the scenes, and then they just kind of put them together. They have these like very simplistic subtitles. And then the watermark, yes, it's there, but when you download it, it goes away. So yeah, I mean, that's what you can do with Pictory. But again, don't fully rely on it. And you can add this, like I said, as like background footage or just like background edits as you like talk about something. I'm sure I'm going to do that for this video. So you've probably already seen a couple of these or some of my gameplay footage, but that's a basic idea there. So let's do a quick recap. ChatGPT helps you brainstorm, script, and refine your content. vidIQ tells you what's trending, what to focus on, and how to stand out. And Pictory lets you turn that vision into a finished product. Again, these 3 AI tools aren't just for beginners. I use them daily. And again, I wish I started using them sooner. They've helped me streamline my workflow, boost my output, and focus on creating instead of getting stuck in all the little steps. So if you're starting a YouTube channel in 2025, don't overthink it. Use these tools, build momentum, and most importantly, add you into the mix. AI is powerful, but your perspective, your personality, and your weird little ideas are what make people actually stay. And that's about it. That's all I got. If this helped, leave a like, or don't. I'm not your dad. But seriously, go create something cool.